Hello everyone, Mocha Bear here. Welcome back to Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Today we're going to talk more about the Death Guard, as their pre-order stuff will be coming out for pickup this coming Saturday. Shall we get started? So, as I stated in my video last week, we had a big pre-order release come up with the World Eaters, the Death Guard, both getting their new big army box, their combat patrols, their codex, their data cards, their dice. All of that was pre-orderable as of last week. This coming Saturday is going to be the day that those are all available to be picked up in store. I'm super excited. Death Guard were my first Chaos army I started, and my second army that I started, technically, as I started with the No Fear and then the Dark Imperium box set after getting my first box of Necron Praetorians and the start collecting boxes for the Necrons. But for the Death Guard, I have most of my Death Guard models put together finally. I have one box of Plague Marines, so 7 Plague Marines. I have 2 of the Heroes Death Guard models I need to put together. And I have my Lord of Virulence I need to put together. And then I need to paint everything for the big terrain piece that we have before I can glue on the remainder of the stuff or hook them on or whatnot. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead. I'm going to hop over. We're going to go more over the combat patrol specifically, show you the price and everything. So we over here on warhammer.com, of course, here in the US. The combat patrol for the Death Guard is $170. It is temporarily out of stock. It is going to be available. It is the staple, so give it about 2 or 3 weeks and it'll be back in stock. If you can find it online somewhere cheaper, I recommend doing that versus getting it here from their website. But I do always recommend, if you can afford it, go to your local Warhammer store and support your local store, because they are victimized so hard, not only from us as the customers, but from the company itself. It's ridiculous how they will stiff their own stores on things. They're, okay, here you go. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know you're supposed to be getting this stuff, but no, we're gonna send it here, or no, we don't have any more to give you. So power to all you workers for Warhammer stores. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning off something from my monitor. It's like one of the things on my hair. One of the pieces of my hair is on there. Yeah, so we've got in this box set, this is actually a really good combat patrol box set, especially with all the leaks and all the videos of the codex and all their stats. This is a really good one. We've got the Lord of Virulence, who is a good ranged Terminator HQ for the Death Guard. He's the ranged counterpart to the Lord of Contagion, and he came out during 9th edition. I believe it was near the end of 9th edition is when he finally came out. For the longest time, we only had Lord of Contagion, but Lord of Contagion also had 2 weapon options. It wasn't just one melee weapon, it was 2 weapon options. One was the axe and one was a scythe. But we've got the Lord of Virulence here in the center. Next to him, to his left, our right, we've got the Tallyman. Supposed to be good for boosting Plague Marines. The cool thing is with the Tallyman and a bunch of the HQ, they can not only go with Plague Marines, but they could also instead lead Poxwalkers. That is a big thing that changed for a lot of the HQ units in the Death Guard. And the Death Guard are heavy with elite HQ models, with character models. So the Tallyman, you can run, and probably should, if you get the combat patrol, run him with your Plague Marines. And this box set will be coming with 7 Plague Marines. This one right here in the center looks like he's got a plasma pistol and a power fist. That is going to be your Plague Marine champion. Then to the left of us of the screen is going to be the 3 Death Shroud Terminators. I am excited to eventually get this. I do not have Death Shroud Terminators yet. I don't have the Tallyman yet. I haven't built my Lord of Virulence yet. I have 16 Plague Marines built right now. I have 3 Blight Lord Terminators, which I talked about in my last video, that came with Lord Filtherus, I think it was. He came with a cohort. It's Lord Filtherus and his cohort. It was 3 Blight Lord Terminators. we couldn't run 3 Blightlord Terminators. You had to run them in a minimum of 5 for the longest time. So if you had them, you could proxy them as Death Shroud Terminators. When I get this combat patrol, because I will, you bet I will finally have 3 Death Shroud Terminators, and the Blightlord Terminators can finally be ran in units of 3, 5, or 10. So I will have 5 from the Poxrot Vector box, and I'll have the 3 that I already have, so that I'm excited for. And I have 2 Lords of Contagion. Actually, I have 3 technically, because Lord Filtherus, whatever his name is a Lord of Contagion as well. He came with the physical alternate option of the melee weapon for the Lords of Contagion. I could run him with them to proxy that, but I do have a Lord of Virulence. Once I get this off 2, so I'll probably run him with one with the 5 of Blightlord and one with the 3. Yeah, these guys, their toughness has gone up, their movement has gone up. The Death Guard are finally becoming what they should be from what I am seeing. I'm super excited. And then of course the big thing that I'm excited for this Combat Patrol box is the Chaos Rhino, the Death Guard Rhino. I'm super excited. Of course, when I get it, I'm going to have to alter it, because we're going to need more than just those little spikes with skulls and helmets on. We're going to need some stuff. So I'm going to go to my local hobby store and go to the jewelry section, get some little chains and whatnot that I can hook onto this, glue them on. I am going to make this thing dark and dank. This is actually a good box set to get 2 of. That is a really good starter set for you to go with if you're looking at starting Death Guard, or if you already have Death Guard. This is a good thing to add on. We're going to move on to the second page, which is the Death Guard page right now. So here, of course, you can see the Poxrot Vector box set, $240, temporarily out of stock. I don't know why they say that, temporarily out of stock. You know damn well you're not going to bring it back in stock. If you can find that box set somewhere else, I highly recommend it. We're going to open this in a new tab so we can take a look at it. Death Guard Battle Force Poxrot Vector. So here we have the Blight Hauler, the Fetid Bloat Drone, the Pox Crawler. Then we've got 7 Plague Marines here again. I want to have all my Plague Champions look different, so hopefully they'll have options for their weapons in this box. We'll see. Of course, you get the 5 Blightlord Terminators with it, and then we get the new HQ Lord of Poxes. Again, it's $240. This is a great starter box set. If you can find this in any stores near you, you can find it online for not a rip-off price. Recommend it, but don't go to like eBay or any of those other sites and pay over $300 for this to those scalpers. Do not give those guys money. Let them have spent that much money for multiples of these and then be stuck with them and force them to have to lower the prices, or just they are forced to keep them. Please do not support those scalpers. Surprisingly, the Codex and the dice are still available. Very surprised Mortarion is still available along with the Terminators, because the Terminators, the Blightlord Terminators were out of stock for a while. So was the Blight Hauler. We've got Typhus, the Tallyman, the Plagueburst Crawler, the Blight Spawn, the Death Shroud Terminators. Again, I am confused why the Sorcerer Lord and Terminator is available still on here. And I love how it doesn't show the Chaos Lord in Terminator armor, because this model can be built as a Chaos Lord and Terminator armor or Sorcerer Lord and Terminator armor. Neither of them are available in the Death Guard Codex from what I saw. And Rodigus, I didn't see, I could be wrong. I didn't get into the demons because I don't plan on running demons with them, just because it seems very limiting. But that could change. We could see that it could be a good detachment. I want to see more battle reports with these. And that's another thing I want to do, is try to do battle reports, even if it's virtually on Tabletop Simulator with my friend Mystic Naz. We've been talking about trying to do some more battle reports on there, because we've done some already, trying to get ourselves acquainted with 10th edition, even though 10th edition is about to end next year. If you would like to see a battle report done on here, let me know, and the next time we do one, I can film it and I can edit and upload it for a Sunday sometime for you to see a virtual battle reported for us. So I'd like to hear from you if you'd like to see that. Comment down below. I heard the Plague Drones aren't going to be available though. I know Nurglings are, but they're again only going to be in that one detachment, just like how the Emperor's Children, there's only one detachment that will utilize the demons with your army. Of course, the Chaos Predator and the Defiler. I am so excited. Of course, it's out of stock right now, but I am so excited that the Hellbrute is in the Codex, because I was so looking forward to having one in my Emperor's Children army, and then when the Codex information was released, there was no Hellbrute. So I do have two that I need to build, because I have the previous Chaos Space Marine Combat Patrol. So I do have two Hellbrutes to build. One is going to be for my Night Lords, and now excitedly I do get to still build the one for my Death Guard. That I am looking forward to doing. I'm also going to try to magnetize it. There's a lot of magnetization videos here on YouTube for you to watch on how to do it. It does take some time, and I don't have all the things. I need bigger, stronger magnets, and I need actual like putty green stuff, not the liquid green stuff. Again, they got rid of cultists. They don't have cultists in their codex, but they do have most of everything else that they had previously in their previous codex, so I'm excited about that. I want to hear, when you started Death Guard, if you started Death Guard, what was your first army? Do you plan on starting Death Guard? And what box sets would you recommend adding on? Like what units would you recommend adding on for an army? Have you used them before? Have you gone against them before? Do you have an army? Are you wanting to start an army for them? I would love to, especially if you have them. What's your lore behind your units, like your specific faction? Did you go with the traditional Death Guard green armor? Did you go with the bone white color, like what Typhus has on his helmet? Like, did you I would love to hear from you what your inspiration was, and if there are any other armies that you're wanting to start up, what are you wanting to do? Where are you wanting to start? Have you done any battle reports? What has your experiences been? I'd love to hear from you all. I want the community to interact here. I'd love to hear from you all. Yeah, just wanted to go over more of the Death Guard stuff. I wanted to put my thoughts and opinions out there. My inspiration for wanting to start them was just that I liked the green. I liked the whole rot and decay vibe, the plague vibe that they had. I was really disappointed when I started with them, because I learned that they were a low performing army at the time when I got into them in 8th edition. But then they started to get better, thankfully. And it's been back and forth constantly just because of their toughness and whatnot. They're finally a really good army to run again. What are your thoughts actually on that? Have they been good? Were they good then bad, now good again? I want to hear from you on that as well in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, otherwise I will go on and on and on. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a like, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then hit the bell icon, set notifications to all, get notified when I upload videos and do live streams. Comment down below if you did or did not enjoy it, why or why not. What was your inspiration for Death Guard if you started one? Do you want to start one? Everything I asked earlier. Also, let me know if you were able to pre-order either of the box sets, the Codex dice, or whatever last week, and where did you get it from? Did you do it in store, online, a third party? And are you excited to pick them up? I'd love to hear from you on that as well. Also, please lastly, share this video, bring awareness to my channel, help me continue to grow. Gonna go ahead and end it there, so please as always take care of yourselves. And until next time, hobby on.